Hey, what's up, dudes? This is Johnny Beane. It is Tuesday. Remember, OU81 Tuesdays here on Johnny Beane TV. YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. We talk all things Van Halen. It's June 27th, 2023, 8:08 p.m. Eastern, 5:08 Pacific, out here in Santa Cruz, California. And really quickly, speaking of California, I'll be in Los Angeles June 29th, Thursday through Sunday, July 2nd, I think it is. So make sure to tune in. Hey, Dan.
He's the man.
Hey, what's up, dude? Yo.
What's happening?
So what's happening? We just started. I'll be live from Los Angeles June 27th through July 2nd. So make sure you tune into the channel here for lots of exclusive content from LA, guitar stores, awesome places. So make sure you tune in. But this is exclusively Van Halen. It's Tuesday. Let's start it. Here we go.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dane Zimmerman, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
You're good?
Doing really good.
Having a good time?
Hanging out at my shop today, selling some guitars. Yeah, having a good time.
Right on, man. That's cool.
You get a couple customers sometimes that are total guitar snobs, I guess you could call them, and everything has to be just so. It's like, whatever, man. They're pulling guitars off the wall. How come these guitars on are, why is everything out of tune? I'm like, dude, feel free to tune it if you want.
Yeah.
You expect every guitar to be in perfect tune so you can just come and jam out and have fun, right?
That'd be nice, but no, I don't. It's not going to be like that.
What about when you head to Guitar Center? Do you have to tune those guitars, or are they just all perfectly tuned?
Nah, you got to tune them pretty much.
I know.
Yeah, the stuff gets kind of trashed up.
Some of these people. Maybe it's just because it's so hot in Phoenix today. I'm in a grumpy mood. Maybe that's what it is.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun for about an hour, if that's cool.
Okay.
We're going to talk some Van Halen. There's some news happening we're going to talk about. But first, let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Beane TV, here on YouTube. Channel membership is where you can help support the channel and support these shows. In the top tier, they get their names read at the top of every talk show. And they are currently CC, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, Sherman Callahan, 40 Grit, John Moronic, Majestic PB and J Cat, Guitarman 45, Janice Lala, The Intern, R-Habs, Warlag, Patty Dill, and Fairfield Guitar Co. Grumpy, Zimmy? What? Those are he's not here, so he couldn't hear that, Jeff. That's the executive producers, the top tier channel members. So again, become a channel member. Get your name in green in the chat, like Mike Olson, like Robbie Stingle, like R2R3 Locky Nut, like, let's see, who else is in here? Like Janice Lala. I see you guys because you guys are channel members. But if you'd like to help support the channel in other ways, Super Chats is a way you can do that. And around here, Super Chats change the color of my lights. And if you're like, Johnny, what are you talking about? That sounds weird. No, it's cool. Super Chats actually change the color of these lights. This is called the Guitar Noir. Right here. Those lights magically change with any Super Chats for the channel, for these shows. So if you'd like to help support the channel, that's another way you can do that. So we're live on YouTube. We're also live. Well, speaking of that, okay, you guys, we just hit 10,100 subscribers. Thank you. And we're actually, our next goal, 10,200. maybe that'll happen soon. Maybe it'll happen pretty quick, I think. They say once you get into the double digits, it really starts rolling. So I'm hoping my trip to Los Angeles, June 29th, will get more people over here and
I'm telling you, that picture of LA, it almost looks post-apocalyptic right there, right? Mm-hmm. All the red, the sunset. I mean, it looks hot.
Yeah.
Maybe you should put up a picture of the beach, nice and cool, girls in bikinis, something like that, live from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
All nice and pretty looking.
Well,
that looks almost looks like hell. Looks like you're entering into the depths of hell.
You've been to LA.
I have been there. It doesn't look like that. It does not look like that.
Well, if you want to see what it looks like, tune in to Johnny Beane TV here on YouTube. Not only YouTube, Facebook as well. I discovered yesterday that I can live stream to YouTube and Facebook by mobile. You guys remember when I was at the NAMM show and I was live for 4 hours walking around? That was just YouTube.
We do remember that.
I've discovered I can now do that on Facebook as well at the same time. Janice will tell you. Janice was over on my Facebook. Oh, speaking of Facebook, I got to let our Facebook friends in. Okay, let's do the refresh. Everybody, refresh your browser really quickly. Okay, there we go. All right, we're on Facebook as well. Johnny Beane, Facebook, personal profile.
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah. We're live on Facebook, where if you'd like to help support over there, we have what are called Facebook Stars. It's like a super chat, but over on the Facebook side. We're also live in the exclusively Van Halen group at 62,000 members. We're live in the EVH Gear Fans Live group, EVH Gear Fans Live page, and Johnny Beane TV group. Also, we are live. We're live, Dane. We're live.
Live and still breathing.
Yeah, so far.
Dwight Bailey, Janice, Robbie. Uh-oh. 40 grit.
See that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. 40 grit. Thank you so much, man.
Let's see.
Chicken fun. How's the chicken? The chicken, yeah, I've got a chicken that's not feeling well. She's actually outside right now getting some sun. I posted a photo of her on Facebook the other day. So if we're Facebook friends, you would have seen that. But thank you, 40 grit.
Well, the worst thing that could happen if your chicken dies. What's the worst thing?
Oh, it dies.
Chicken salad, fried chicken.
Nah, you don't eat your
sandwiches.
pets. Although Homer did. Didn't Homer have a pet and he ate it?
Homer Simpson?
Yeah, Homer Simpson. He had like a pet pig. Or what was it?
Yeah.
He had something where he had it and he was like crying, oh, but he was eating at the same time.
Bacon.
Something like that, yeah.
From the movie, the Simpsons movie from about 15 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Something like that. Yeah, 40 grit. Thank you so much. Thank you. Not visible. Dude, thank you as well. Look at that. Robbie party contribution. Yeah, I guess they want to have a party for Robbie.
Colonel Johnny Sanders.
Clayton James Hicks says tomorrow is Wolfgang Wednesday. That's right, Clayton. That's right. Not visible. Thank you so much. Okay. What else do I normally do here? It seems like so long since. We're live on Twitter. We're actually anybody that sends any super chats in, you get automatic shout outs on Twitter at Johnny Beane page. We're on Spotify. This is a podcast, so you can actually listen to these shows on Spotify. We're actually everywhere.
You know, that's a lot of fun to do when you're out on a road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you're out on a road trip and you know, you're driving along and it's the middle of the night or something, and you're in and out of radio stations, you're sick of your CD collection, you cast the Johnny Beane Show. And I've driven to LA a couple of times myself, and that's what I do a lot of times. I'll listen to one of our old shows that we did. And honestly, it's, in a weird way, it's a lot better just listening to it than to actually sit here and watch us do. Johnny's real quick with his little noise thing that he presses buttons and has his little laugh track and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. That adds a lot to the listening experience when you're driving around listening to that. So, yeah.
Thank you, Dan. He's not kidding.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. See, I mean, it makes it.
This is
really
a podcast. Fun. Like, you're watching this right now on YouTube. You're watching this on Facebook. You're watching this on Twitter. You're actually seeing the behind the scenes of the podcast. This really is a podcast. That's what this actually is. But so if you're here live or if you're watching the show on replay, you get to see, you know, all the behind the scenes stuff of, you know, the noisemakers. Oh, by the way, you get to see the prizes. We're actually doing a giveaway tonight. If you saw the card for this, I think the card for tonight's show said vinyl giveaway. So we have a Van Halen Jump vinyl 45 backed with, in the chat. Can anybody guess what?
I think I know what's on the flip side.
You know what's on the other side of that? There we go.
I'll give you a hint. Jump. It's another keyboard song. I could be wrong, but I think it's another keyboard song.
Could be. It might be. I'm blurry. In the chat.
You're still out of focus.
There we go.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. In the chat. Anybody? Let me see. Let's see. The first one.
MPM 5150.
Yes.
Holly Lewis.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I'll wait. That's true. So up for grabs tonight.
Co-written by. Well, Dave, it doesn't maybe say it on there, but Dave got some lyric ideas and a little bit of help writing that by, you guys know? Who's the guy that helped him?
It says on there.
Go write that.
In the chat, who knows? See if we can get any guesses here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, on the podcast, you can't see the awkward pauses, but on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, you can actually see them. Brad says Bob McDonald. That's close. It's Bob somebody. Michael McD. Let's see. James G. Channel member Michael McDonald. That's right. Pretty grit. Michael McDonald. No. It's not Mutt Lange. If it was Mutt Lange, they would have sounded like Def Leppard.
I know. Which, hey, that would have been kind of cool. I would love to hear Mutt Lange's version of it.
Of a Van Halen?
Be like 80, yeah, like there'd be like 40 backing tracks and all this kind of stuff of the vocals. Big giant vocal parts.
Yeah. I don't know. That might have been a little too much production, I think, for Van Halen. I think. I don't know.
Synthetic drum sounds.
I don't know. Let us know what you think in the chat or in the comments below. Let's get comments. Keyboard bass? Guitars?
Keyboard bass part. Bow, 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 bow.
Very 80s. But yeah, let's get comments down below on playback. So if you're watching this, if you've made it almost 15 minutes into the playback, thank you. But let's get some comments below on these videos. I will actually pin. I don't know why there's a grumpy guy in this picture, but I actually have a note sitting here. Pin viewer comments. Yeah, I don't know why that guy's looking like that, but
Yeah, he's mad about something.
I would like to pin, I don't know what that is, but I would like to pin viewer comments. So let's get some comments down below on playback. And I will pin the best comment. Maybe it should be an answer to a question. See, a lot of videos, if you make it so far into the video or like towards the end, not that this is the end, we still have some time to go. There's like a magic word they say, and they say, hey, type that magic word in the comment below. If they say something like, if you made it this far in the video, such and such is the magic word, type it below. You ever seen videos that do that?
Well, on my channel, if I say, hey, if you guys have watched this far into the video, thank you so much. It's a very amazing thing that you've just done.
Well, if you've watched okay, we're at 16 minutes. Well, our average time though is about 30 minutes. So maybe a little later, maybe towards the end of this video tonight, I'll have a magic word for you guys. And if you pin it down below, maybe there'll be a special prize for that. If you pin it below, if you comment below, I will, if I pin it, everybody will know what it is. I don't know. We're trying new things around here. It's been 17 years. Either way, we're giving this away tonight. Jump, backed with I'll Wait. This is the back-to-back hits version. So it's actually, it's mint condition, never played vinyl. So this could be yours tonight. What does that say? Oh, it's a note to buy strings. I need to buy strings. Did anybody watch me yesterday at Guitar Center? I had an awesome video at Guitar Center. I forgot to buy strings. Need to do that. Let's see. Pin viewer comments. Thank you, BMH5150. Yeah, I need to pin viewer comments. From now on, every video on the channel here on YouTube, I will pin a viewer comment. So look for some sort of magic word during these shows, during these videos. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be. It'll be something. But let's smash that thumbs up. Let's get to it. We're how many minutes? We're about 18 minutes into this. Okay, so we got some Van Halen news for you. Let's see. What do you want to start with, Dane?
Well, I'm thinking about that Beatles movie now when they were like, they had that scene. Can you just write something like real quick? And so he's like, something in the way she moves, right? And
that's how they wrote that?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I see. As far as I know, Ringo Starr quit the Beatles because that's the last part I saw. I didn't watch anything after that because I had to get rid of the Disney Channel after that.
George is like, I'll be quitting the Beatles now. Okay, George.
As far as I know, he quit.
Yeah.
I never saw the rest. I don't know. Who's here? We got a lot. We got about 50 people
Lewis
here.
is saying that he still has his Rockman X100. We talked about Mutt Lange, and if Mutt Lange would have produced I'll Wait, there would have been a Rockman on Eddie's tone. Would have had a Rockman. It would have sounded
I actually have a photo of
Boston
Edward
album.
playing through a Rockman, believe it or not.
Oh, how about
If
that?
I can actually find that photo, I will show it to you guys, but there's no way I'm going to find it.
You can go back. Okay.
He did use one. Actually, if somebody has it, here. Thank you, Lewis, for the comment. Text 415-952-3263. Text in the photo that I'm talking about. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, there was a photo of Edward playing a mini. Remember we were talking about those mini guitars? There was the auction, or not the auction. Yeah, there was an auction. A guy bought it. He tried to sell it to Pawn Stars, and they passed because he wanted $100,000.
Oh, for the
Remember
Hot
that?
for Teacher costume.
The mini guitar. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the costume from the mini Eddie, the mini guitar. Anyway, there was another one of those guitars with a banana headstock that was functional, that Edward did play. And I do have a photo of him actually playing that, and he's playing it through a Rockman.
Was that in the same video? Did that guitar end up in the video?
No, you never saw it in the video. There's no way I'm going to find the photo to show it to you guys. I know I have it, but I've got so much stuff. Anyway, if you want to text that photo in, if you know what I'm talking about, please text it, or maybe a quick Google search.
I still have mine, I think.
Oh my goodness. I can't even type. Eddie Van Halen Rockman. I don't think this...
Yeah, I have a Rockman at home. It's at my house, and I have it in a Ziplocked plastic bag to keep the dust and everything off of it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, even Googling it, there's no way to find it. Okay. Anyway, I do have a photo. If anybody has it, text it in. There's actually 2 photos of Edward playing a mini guitar. You see a Rockman, and you see a journalist wearing headphones like she's listening to him playing.
Oh, man, that'd be so cool.
It is. Yeah, I know, huh?
Those Rockman sounded good, and to have Eddie in your headphones, oh, man. Stereo.
Stereo choruses. Maybe stereo delays. I don't know. But a lot of great stuff. Awesomes. Let me see. Anyway, so speaking of Rockman, there's that. There is some Van Halen news for you guys. Let me see if I can present.
Well, you know what? I did watch a David Lee Roth video, and it was only about a 2-minute video of Dave dancing around. But I'm trying to forget, and it just came out like 2 weeks ago. But the song is sounds like one of his originals, and he's dancing around. And there's a small little scene where he falls down, and that's like the most. He's dancing around. He falls over. He knocks over one of his photos that he has in the background. But it's kind of a fun video.
He's been releasing a lot of fun little videos. Just on his social media stuff, just real quick little things.
Yeah, and 2 minutes of him dancing around.
Yeah,
working on his little soft shoe.
Yeah, well, that's him.
Dance technique. Yeah,
that's really the type of stuff that he does.
Right,
and it's cool. It's great to see that stuff.
Yeah, and he did one a week or so back where he. Was caught. I think he was walking around in his yard, and he had a big giant statue of a dog or some weird thing out in his yard, and super cool.
Yeah, the one where he was walking.
It was an accident.
That was just 4 days ago.
All he's asking was did he fall on purpose or what was it? It was an accident. He fell, and they left it in the video.
Yeah, that one was just 4 days ago. The one you're talking about, that was called. There's no actual title to it. Well, the one where he's walking.
Oh yeah, he's walking around in his yard.
He's walking in his yard. There was no name to it.
He always has that giant smile on his face. He's like, singing and dancing, that giant smile.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, come on, everybody, check this out. It's like a giant squirrel, and he's taking selfies.
Yeah.
He's like taking selfies with like a giant squirrel.
Yeah, he's got yard artwork, and there's a little concrete dog or something sniffing the squirrel's butt.
Yeah, there's little dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something he released. It was just like 4 days ago he did that.
That's probably his house in wherever he lives, Ventura or wherever he's at. Do you know where his house is at? What town?
I think it's Pasadena.
Oh.
Pasadena area. Which, by the way, I'll be down in Pasadena Thursday through Sunday. Well, the area. I'll be in the area, hanging out. And you guys can tune in right here on YouTube and Facebook and watch. It'll be awesome. Yeah,
So
and then
your
he
purpose
did.
for going.
Yes.
What's your actual purpose for being in LA? Is it just to do video content, or are you going down there for a funeral or something, a wedding, or just video content?
Video content.
You're traveling for video content. Okay.
To hang out with friends, to see some people. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
And what do you have planned so far that you can share with everybody? Do you have a certain day at the Whiskey or a certain day at the Guitar Center? Anything planned out? You know, are you going to be on a schedule, or are you just going to float around down there?
Let me see. Well, the things that I will tell you, there's Guitar Center Hollywood. You know, that's always fun. Sammy Hagar has a new restaurant, a themed restaurant that has a bunch of his own memorabilia in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go by there. I'm gonna go live. I think it's in Huntington Beach.
Jeff Davison says that's his dad's old mansion in Pasadena, where Dave's running around. It's his dad's house.
That's true.
I did see a little bit of Sammy Hagar news, and he's going to get his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And so Sammy Hagar is blown away. They're putting him next to Otis Redding or somebody. And he is, are you going to show that?
Yeah.
There's a video of him and his wife sitting there listening. And he's blown away by the news.
Yeah. At first, when I saw that video, I wasn't sure what was going on because he only sits there and they're waiting. And then they say his name and he gets excited.
And he starts celebrating. But down in the caption below is like Hollywood #Hollywood Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or whatever it is.
Yeah. Sammy Hagar is set to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2024.
Nice.
So Hagar will receive a star.
Have to pay for that. Sammy's has to pay for that. But the honor of having it there, they actually do charge the people a small fee to do that whole thing. I heard that somewhere. I could be wrong, but I think Sammy's going to actually have to pay for that.
If that is true, I mean, who wouldn't pay to get their name on a star on the ground over there?
Right.
Everybody would, right?
The Walk of Fame.
Yeah. So, speaking of that, I'll be in the LA area. The Walk of Fame will be there. Anyway, this continues. Hagar will receive a star in the recording category. So this will be under musical artist.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. He's had hit songs with Montrose. He's had hit songs as a solo artist. He's had hit songs with Van Halen, of course. So, and he's done it since the age of probably 17 years old or something. He's never had to have any other kind of job. That's what he's done. He's very successful at it. So he's well-deserved.
Yeah, it says, along with Def Leppard, Glenn Ballard, Gwen Stefani, Tony Braxton, Darius Rucker, which you guys might know him as Hootie, Dr. Dre, Brandy Norwood, and Charles Fox, with legendary artist Otis Redding. So it doesn't say when this will be.
Dr. Dre's well-deserving.
Most of those names, I think.
Yeah, those are big names. There's only one person there I didn't recognize.
Yeah. Let's see. Those selected have 2 years to choose the date for their ceremony. So
I would think
it'll be cool.
At a certain age, you're going to have to say, well, we better do this sooner than later.
Oh, I mean, if
any great health though, it seems like he's in great health.
I think if anybody gets one of these and they're around for it, they want to jump on it. They
Yeah.
just want to do it, get it done, you know? Very cool. So yeah, so that's
Oh,
the
and
video right there.
and the last, oh yeah, yeah, that's the video I watched right there. He's
Yeah.
sitting with his wife, and he
Yeah.
met that woman. It was probably, I don't know. I think it was maybe in the 1990s. He's been together with her a long time,
Yeah.
and she was his makeup artist or something like that. He was doing a photo shoot somewhere or something, and she was his makeup artist, I think, or hairstylist or something.
I didn't know that. I heard that they had met at a Van Halen concert. I don't know. But yeah, I think they met in the early 90s. I think like 91 or something. Maybe earlier than that. Maybe late 80s. Johnny Bean's star eventually. Thank you, Facebook user. I like the sound of that. Who knows? I mean, since I'm down there, if anybody's watching that's in charge of this, I'll be around June 29th. So if you want to do a Johnny Bean star on the Walk of Fame, I'm available.
Oh, and I also, Johnny, your old roommate, Desmond Child, right?
Uh-huh.
He did a YouTube interview on the Produce Like a Pro YouTube channel.
Mhm.
It's called Produce
He's done
Like
a few.
Pro, and they did a whole
Yeah.
hour-long interview with him.
Did you watch it?
I gave it about 15 minutes or so. Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
I gave it a listen for a while, and
Cool.
yeah, the amount of artists that he wrote songs for is just amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Like the greatest songwriter of the late 70s and the 1980s. I mean, if there's a list of, he's in the top 10. He's got to be in the list of the top 10 when you think about the songs that he wrote.
Top 10, top 5, top
I know,
3,
right?
top 2,
Maybe so.
top maybe in the yeah, dude. I know. When
He wrote a lot of songs, but then so did Roth and Eddie, and so did Sammy,
Yeah.
right? And Eddie wrote a lot of songs, but yeah, he wrote a lot of songs.
Well, Van Halen, they mostly wrote songs for themselves. Sammy
Right.
Hagar did write songs that other artists did cover. I don't know if you even knew this. Do you guys even know this in the chat? Sammy Hagar wrote. Okay, let me.
He wrote, "I've done everything for you." Rick Springfield covered it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat. Okay, there's one band I can think of in the 80s that Hagar wrote a song that they did. In the chat, can anybody figure out who that artist is?
Other than the Rick Springfield song, there's
Other
another
than the
one.
Rick Springfield, there's another one. And let me make sure I get this
Sammy
correct.
wrote it for an 80s artist, and it became a big hit.
Well, I don't know if it was a hit. I know it was. I know it existed. I'm looking to see. Okay. Let me know the artist. I'm not even sure what the song is. But there were other artists that did cover Sammy tunes. Like Meatloaf actually did a Sammy Hagar song. This is true. REO Chuckwagon? Okay, yeah.
Did
I'm not
Desmond
sure what
write songs with Desmond wrote songs for Meatloaf, didn't he?
I think he worked
Paradise.
on that later Bad Out of Hell record. I think Desmond worked on, yeah.
Oh yeah, the re-released Bad Out of Hell.
The later one.
Not the
yeah.
one from 76 or whatever that was.
No, I don't think he worked on that one. He worked on the later one. Okay, Brad is saying, okay, yeah, this is true. Amnesty is granted. That's a Sammy Hagar song. Meatloaf did a version of that. Or they did a version of that together. But I'm not even sure what the question I'm trying to ask is, there's another band that's Sammy Hagar wrote a song that appears on another band's record. This is in the late 80s. If anybody knows, I guess you would know. I can't think of what the song is called, but I'll tell you the artist. The artist is Heart. There was a Heart song out there on one of their albums that Sammy is a writer of. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Sammy Hagar, I mean, he mostly wrote songs for himself. Van Halen, they mostly wrote stuff for themselves.
Right.
Desmond Child actually did write with Van Halen, because when I was living with Desmond, when I was there, that's an inside joke if you guys are new. When I was living at his house, I would go into his studio and record guitar tracks for demos, and Desmond would be sitting there telling me stories about working with Edward. He'd be telling me stories about, when I worked with Eddie, blah, 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 blah. He'd be telling me stuff, getting me, pumped up, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to record. This is awesome. So he did write with which is funny because this, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Hagar's going to get a star. And it says, along with Def Leppard, Glenn Ballard is another name. He's about to get a star. Okay. Glenn Ballard. Okay, so Desmond was working with Van Halen.
Glenn Ballard is.
Glenn Ballard is a producer, probably a songwriter too. But you guys would all know his work from one particular artist in the 90s. In the chat, does anybody know? And this part of it is un-Van Halen related. The next part I'm going to tell you is Van Halen related. Glenn Ballard worked with he worked with an artist from Canada that had a huge record all over the late 90s. You guys all know it.
Rush.
No. I said huge record.
A Canadian band.
There we go. Brad got it. Yeah. There you go. Alanis Morissette. Glenn Ballard worked on Jagged Little Pill, which every song on that record was a number one. I had that album.
It had a lot of hits on it. It was pretty good.
A lot of hits. So anyway, later on, Desmond goes on to work with Van Halen, and Desmond's telling me this stuff. He might have said that stuff in the interview with Warren, Produced Like a Pro. I don't know. But Desmond told me all this stuff back in the day. He was working with Van Halen for what I believe was the best of. What was the best of Volume 1? Okay. See, there was supposed to be another volume which never came out. It was just the Volume 1, right? Van Halen did 2 new songs with David Lee Roth.
Me Wise Magic.
One called Me Wise Magic. Another one called another one, right? Can't get this stuff no more. The other one? Can't get this stuff.
Oh, can't get this stuff.
Can't get this stuff no more was the second one. Okay. All right. Anyway, so Desmond was working with Edward on those songs originally. One of those songs was originally called Blood from a Stone. Okay. Which I believe Van Halen went and they used later for Van Halen 3. I want to say
lyrics then, or Desmond lyrics.
Desmond, possibly Desmond lyrics. Yes,
I get it. Okay.
And Desmond, if you're watching this, feel free to chime in, okay? Because he does follow me places. Okay. All right. So Desmond was working with Edward, and again, Desmond was telling me this stuff back in the day. I don't know if he said this stuff on the latest interview with Produced Like a Pro. He might have. I don't know. But he was working with Edward. This is for the greatest hits. They worked on a song called Blood. I think it's called Blood from a Stone. That's what Desmond told me. I think later on that song became a song off Van Halen 3, or supposedly that was going to be on Van Halen 3, called That's Why I Love You. Okay. Anyway, that was the music. I believe that was one of them.
So Sharon came in and revamped the lyrics and
redid that, yeah.
Like that.
And I believe. See, that was an unreleased track. That's Why I Love You. Only Van Halen dorks would know that song. But I believe the music to that was sent out to audition people because Mitch Malloy ended up recording his own version of that called It's the Right Time. Same music. And he went out and he released a version of it, and you can tell that it was a demo that he sang over because there's no guitar solo in the song.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I think I have heard that.
You've probably heard that, yeah. So anyway, that music, I believe, was something that Desmond worked on with Edward, possibly called Blood from a Stone. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Desmond's telling me this stuff, and then eventually, he was telling me it was his idea to get Mitch Malloy involved with Van Halen. He was leaving 5150, and he called Mitch and said, "Hey, you got to check it. You got to come down and audition for them." And so that's how that whole thing started. That was because of Desmond. Anyway, the way let's see, how am I trying to connect the dots here? Anyway, okay, so Desmond writes for everybody. You guys know him from Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You. Bon Jovi, Dude Looks Like a Lady. What It Takes. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
You give Love a Bad Name, maybe?
Bad Name, Bad Medicine. Mm-hmm. Those are all Desmond Child songs. When I was living at Desmond's house, I used to let Ricky Martin into the house. This was when they were writing what would become Livin' La Vida Loca. I was there during that time. Okay, so we're going on like 25 years ago. I was 9. So okay. So anyway, how are we trying to? Oh, anyway, so Desmond worked with Van Halen for Best of Volume 1. They ended up moving on and working with Glenn Ballard on those songs. Was it the Best of? I'm trying to. Oh no, that was later. No. I think Glenn worked on those, and then later on, Glenn came back and worked on the later ones for the greatest hit, for the Best of Both Worlds. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So, and Desmond just tweeted something. Is he watching this? No.
And was Don Landy still engineering when
No.
These other guys were in there? Oh.
No, they had somebody else. Don, I think the last time Don worked with them was 0812.
Oh, wow. He kind of left early then.
0812 was the last time he was there. They worked with somebody else throughout the 90s. And then, of course, later on for Different Kind of Truth. I have a signed album from Edward right here that was sent to me from the Van Halens back in 2016. It sits right here. You guys can't see it, but anyway, it's right there. Okay, here, I'll take a photo real quick. Yeah, this was sent to me. Personalized from Edward, 2016. I never told anybody about it. I mean, I kind of did, but not.
Different Kind of Truth. What's it say in the?
All the Best, Johnny.
All the Best, Johnny.
Eddie Van Halen, and then it says 2016.
Wow. Great album too, man. Such an underrated album.
Yeah.
So freaking good.
Yeah. And by that point, they were working with other people. They were working on Ross Hogarth, actually. And I met Ross at one of the NAMM shows. I went up to him and I introduced myself, and he knew me right away. He's like, "You're that Van Halen guy," and he's like cracking up laughing. I wish I would have filmed it. He's like, "You're that Van Halen dude," and he was like, he loved it. He's the guy that worked on Different Kind of Truth. Ross Hogarth. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so Sammy's getting the star. Glenn Ballard is getting the star. Glenn Ballard worked with Alanis. Later on, Glenn Ballard worked with Van Halen. Okay.
Wow.
So it all connects. There's all the stuff connects.
Okay.
It's a small world.
It all came back to the Hollywood star.
Yeah. There we go. That's
the guy I hadn't heard of. Now I'm like, holy crap.
Now you know who he is.
It.
Yeah. But the biggest thing he did was Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, from 95, I think that
95.
album was.
Yeah. That was all Glenn Ballard. That was basically Glenn Ballard and Alanis, that entire record. Okay. BM, here's actually a good question here. And I'll tell you guys what I think and what I heard about that. Anyone know why the album was pulled from iTunes and Apple Music? You're talking about
What
a different kind
album?
of truth. A different
Oh.
kind of truth.
It's pulled from iTunes.
Yeah, you can't get it
I
online
never knew that.
anymore. You can't get that record no more online.
Can't get that stuff no more.
No, you can't.
Okay,
I'll tell
what's
you.
your thought? What's your theory on that?
Well, my first thought about that was like distribution, because that's actually the first Van Halen record ever to be released on a different record label than Warner Brothers. Every other Van Halen record was Warner Brothers from way back in the day, from 78 till Van Halen till well, technically Van Halen 3. Right? Then maybe something after that. Maybe Best of Both Worlds. Yeah, that was afterwards, right? Best of Both Worlds. That's Warner Brothers, I think. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, Van Halen ended up signing a deal with Interscope. And that was for Different Kind of Truth and for the live album, Tokyo 2000.
Dome. Yeah.
Yeah, when was that? 2015.
Tokyo Dome.
Or 13. 13. Okay. So BMH5150 is saying he thinks I'm correct. I think it had to do with distribution, like maybe it expired. Let me tell you what I heard, though. I didn't hear this from an official source or anything. I read this I'll just tell you what I read. And this is somebody, it seemed like they knew what they were talking about. They were saying that David Lee Roth is the why the record was pulled. Roth is trying to get, this is what somebody was saying on Reddit. They were saying David Lee Roth is trying to get total control of that record. And he had it pulled. That's what somebody is saying online. And it was pretty interesting. I should have screen capped the conversation. But it seemed it was pretty interesting. But
so Roth took it, asked them or demanded that they take it down because for some reason he's fighting to get all writing credit.
Somebody was saying Roth wanted total like ownership of that record, control or something, and that's the reason why it was pulled. Like I said, I thought it had to do with distribution, like maybe they had the couple album deal, and then I don't know. But see, then everybody that wants, they all want all this new Van Halen, anything new to be released from Van Halen eventually, like a box set, unreleased songs, all this stuff. All that stuff would have been under Warner Brothers originally. So technically, if any of that was releasable, Warner would I would think have rights to that or would own that already. Yeah, and that's not Interscope. Okay, and I don't know if any of this makes any sense. Let me know in the chat if any of this.
Right.
I wish I could find that. It was on Reddit. Somebody said that. Let me go to Reddit. If there's a way, actually, let me do this. It'll be easier over here. Let me see if I can find what that guy said, because it was very interesting. Okay, how would I? I'm not even logged in. Oh, great.
Wow, Facebook user has a different kind of truth on red vinyl.
That's what mine is. The one that's signed by Edward. It's actually double red vinyl. Like double guitars. Otto from The Simpsons. Yeah, I think it's two vinyls, right? If there's any way I can find this. And if somebody wants to remind me later, like, oh, Johnny, you said this. You saw this.
It is true. The Van Hagar era is getting some new momentum and some new push as of recently, especially with that live album being released on vinyl.
Which by the way, I have. Do I still have the card? Yeah, I have one to give away at some point on a Tuesday. So if you want one of those, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Try to get us to 10,200, and keep it tuned in here because I have another one of these to give away. It's basically living back there next to Sting. See, there's Sting on that magazine.
Rico B. Rico B is in the chat.
Rico,
aloha from Maui. Wow.
I don't know how I would ever find this. What I was just talking about. Wait, comments. Oh, this is interesting.
Now.
I found it.
Well, you did it. You weren't sure you would be able to.
Where's? Okay, they're saying there is rumblings that Dave is in an ownership battle with Alex and Wolfgang over the record. That's what somebody is saying here on Reddit. I don't know how true. Well, now they're saying they don't know how true this is, but there were a few podcasts they're saying they heard about how Dave had it pulled because he was trying to get the full rights to the album as a severance kind of deal because of the fact that Van Halen is not focusing on because Van Halen is not focusing on the Sammy years and didn't remaster. I think there's a typo in there. A different kind of truth. Okay, so what somebody is saying is they've heard, and they didn't hear it here. I don't know.
Right.
They're
now.
saying well, I'm not saying this is true at all, but this is what somebody is saying. They've heard on some other shows, which I don't know. This is the Van Halen show right here, so I don't know what they're talking about.
What other shows are there?
I don't know. There aren't any. But they're saying what they've heard other people talking about is David Lee Roth is looking for full ownership over the record over the Van Halens. And Roth had it pulled. I don't know if he can do that. Really,
based on the fact that
can one band member have a record pulled from everywhere, or would the entire organization have to agree about that?
It has been, so yeah, he did it.
I don't know if that's true. That's a different kind of. Well, Dave basically had it pulled. He was trying to get the full rights to the album as a severance kind of deal because of the fact that Van Halen is not focusing on the Sammy years. I don't know if it means now focusing on the Sammy years and didn't remaster A Different Kind of Truth. Because you know how that live record, which is hiding out back there, I'm giving away soon, that was remastered, and all the Hagar records are going to be remastered. OE812, a long running. Actually, I've got a card here. Years, Dave, forever.
Yeah, but Dave is saying, hey, they should remaster Van Halen 1 and Van Halen 2 and Women and Children First and Diver Down and all that stuff.
They've remastered those at least a couple times over the years.
Okay.
There was CDs that came out that were remastered about 20 years ago.
We should call Dave up and say, Dave,
Roth
what's
stuff.
up, buddy? Let's call Roth. Give Roth a call.
Okay, so this is somebody on Reddit is saying this. And then somebody else is saying, interesting. It was my understanding that Dave was under contract, basically making him an employee. Let's see. There was a part of this that I read that was really. That must have been what I read. Okay, see, these are guys just, it's the internet, so people just say, they just, like you and me. I mean, we're just saying stuff, but, I don't like to spread any kind of rumors. I'm just saying that's what I read. That was an interesting take on why A Different Kind of Truth was pulled. Like I'm saying, my thought is that it was some sort of distribution had run out, and you can still buy the CDs. Well, nobody buys CDs anymore. Nobody. I don't know. You go to what's a record? You go to Walmart. You go to Target. There's 5 CDs on the ground and then on the floor.
Yeah.
I had to I anything I try to buy from Target is already trashed. You know, because this place is a mess. What do you guys think in the chat of that? Does any of that make sense? And what time?
Well, if you can't find it on Spotify, something happened somewhere. So
somebody's saying that Roth had it pulled. That's what somebody's saying. That they're saying they heard that somewhere.
And Roth did say back in 2019 or whenever it was that he is the face of Van Halen now. He made a comment like that.
Right.
He did that before
Well,
Eddie passed away. He said that.
He's one of the voices of Van Halen. You know, I mean, wasn't Different Kind of Truth mostly written way back in the day? MPN 5150 is saying, yes. Most of the music was written back in the day. All the lyrics were all redone. So the lyrics were new-ish. A lot of the music from a lot of the songs was done way back in the day. You can find demos from way back in the day, which something that's very interesting was around the time A Different Kind of Truth was being made. A lot of the Van Halen demos were being pulled off the internet. I remember somebody that I know that has a bunch of Van Halen like bootlegs online. They said they were asked to remove all that stuff.
Now,
or it was just taken down.
You've talked to Wolfie on Instagram. You could ask him again. Why is Different Kind of Truth not on Spotify?
Anybody can ask. I'm sure he probably gets asked all day long about that. And as far as I think Wolfgang, and that's interesting. We can get into this
and see what they say. Yeah,
we got a piece of news with Wolfgang coming up here. He gets asked all day long about all this stuff, and I think as far as Van Halen though, I think he has said it's a lot of that is up to Alex. Alex is really in charge of anything Van Halen moving forward.
I saw a Facebook picture of Alex earlier in the day. And with his two sons, and they look just like him. It's like, wow, I see the resemblance.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if his kids are playing drums.
No, I think one of them is a runner, and one of them is really into like sports cars. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, comment below. See, we need comments below. There we go. There's the magic word, even though it's not really a word. Leave a comment below on playback. What you think, why A Different Kind of Truth was pulled off Spotify and streaming services. Comment below. If you made it this far into the video, if you made it 58 minutes into this. Okay. All right. So let's right. We do have a giveaway. We're giving away a Van Halen Jump 45 backed with I'll Wait.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Are you going to lock the door?
Yeah, a couple guys came in and I said, honestly, guys, I'm sorry I closed like 10 minutes ago. And they're like, oh.
They weren't going to buy.
Passerbys, yeah.
They weren't going to buy, so you're like, bye-bye. Okay, so we talked about that. Let's, again, down below, drop a comment. Okay, when this becomes what's called a VOD. Video on demand. Drop a comment what you think about. Actually, I will pin a comment below. Excuse me.
You know, to kind of change the subject a little bit, Gary Sharon, Van Halen 3, but Nuno Bettencourt, I've seen a lot of Nuno interviews, and that dude is very impressive. I have to say, Nuno is just rocking it right now. The album seems like it's doing really good for them. I mean, we have a guitar hero, a living guitar hero right now that, you know, he's been busy his whole life creating music, but he is really all the stars are really aligned for Nuno Bettencourt right now. And between the Rick Beato interview and the professor, the YouTube channel guy, and it's just seen a lot of Nuno stuff, and the way he praises Van Halen is just like, I know Nuno, right? I'm right there with you, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, it's good to see somebody that is such a huge Van Halen fan that's still rocking it to this day. And yeah, so props to Nuno right now. Yeah, the professor of rock. Yeah, he did an interview over there. And he did an Eddie Trunk interview recently too. He was playing basketball and he wrecked his knee up pretty good. But yeah, props to Nuno, man. Holy crap.
Yeah. And speaking of Eddie Trunk, I believe, well, first of all, there's, where is that? There's this.
Hey, Johnny, how are you? Wish you were in them.
Thank you, Eddie Trunk. Actually, I was there.
Where was that?
And I'm the one that said, I'm the one who said, hey, can you tell my friend Johnny? See, that was back before I was getting all these channel IDs, you know, like, stuff like this.
Hi, this is Alex Skolnick, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
You know, he's actually an old friend of mine, by the way, that guy. So I don't know why I didn't just say, hey, can I get a channel ID for my show? Say, hey, Johnny. So instead I said, hey, Eddie, Eddie Trunk, can you say hi to my friend Johnny? He's not here. That's what he did. I was there. You got
the same result.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Hey, Johnny, result. Wish you were here. Yeah. Next time I see Eddie Trunk. But speaking of Eddie Trunk, I think it's tomorrow. Eddie Trunk does a show. They have a remember that metal show back in the day?
Yeah, the same guys, Don Jameson and Florentine.
They have a YouTube show now. I think it's tomorrow. I want to say their guest tomorrow is Michael Anthony.
Their channel's called That Rocks. That's what they call their channel. That Rocks. And I've watched it, and unfortunately, the only criticism that I have of it, because it's really good, and they're trying hard, and it's doing the same thing, but it seems like the Eddie Trunk is in a different hotel every show, every week rolls around, and he's somewhere different, and the poor guy never has a good internet connection wherever he's at, so it's kind of hard to watch it because it's always glitching and everything else. But yeah, it's called That Rocks, and it's those cool. Three guys doing the same. They kind of stole your thunder. They're just doing put a microphone in front of you and sit and chat about music, and I think they'll go far.
Oh, they're great, man. That metal show back in the day was awesome on VH1. I watched it all the time. My buddy Skolnick, who you just saw, he was on that as musical guest one time. Anyway, I think they have an episode tomorrow, and I think Michael Anthony is on it. I think.
Holy crap! Yeah.
So tune into that, you guys. I think
we could probably get some clips off of that.
Probably, yeah. There might be some new
clips off of that. It's not like they're going to sue us or anything.
There might be some new news for that within that. So watch that. Okay.
So because Eddie gets right to the point about interviewing and trying to get focused on topics. The other two guys are there for for the comedy routine of it. Yeah.
Well, aren't they? They're stand-up comics.
They are.
I think that's what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
But they also know their music, so yeah, it's. I recommend it to you guys.
Yeah, it's a good show. When you're not watching this, watch that.
I mean, they got a producer and an engineer over there working. Johnny's doing this stuff by himself.
I'm doing everything right here.
An engineer. Yeah, Jim Florentine.
I'm doing. You see, I'm showing comments. I'm showing cards, you know, stuff like
And
that.
Don Jameson.
All this stuff. Yeah, they're
and
cool
these
dudes.
two guys, I know Don Jameson. I mean, I went to a Faster Pussycat show, and Don was like the opening act, or he went on between bands trying to talk to a heavy metal loud, crowd and telling jokes and stuff. And people are like, what'd he say? Because, it's hard to hear a comedian sometimes when you're in a loud room like that.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Facebook user. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but the king of YouTube.
Dave's jealous. Luis.
Oh, it's Chris.
Luis, he says,
Louis.
Dave's jealous that Sammy got his star. Wonder if Dave's jealous. Yeah, he is.
I don't know. But Sammy Hagar,
But
deserves that star.
Was it Roth or Sammy that had the number one hit song? Johnny, was
with
it
Van
Roth
Halen or at all?
Was it Roth or was it? Yeah, was Jump
With
their
Hagar.
biggest hit? Yeah, was it Roth or Hagar? What was their biggest?
It was
hit?
Hagar.
Was it Jump?
No.
Oh. Which
I don't
one
know.
went to number one?
I'm giving it away. No, Jump never went to number one.
Okay.
No.
Did a
No,
Hagar
Jump
song-
didn't go to number one because Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Uh-oh.
See, that was the whole thing. Edward played on the guitar solo on Beat It, and by doing that,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson went to number one, and he was in front of Van Halen's
Skyrocketed.
84. So Van Halen's 84 couldn't get past Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Uh-oh. Shit.
So, and see, Johnny
Too
Roxanne only number ones were with Hagar. Hagar's 5150 was number one. As far as albums, every Hagar record that came out went to number one.
Okay. I see.
5150, 0812, Carnal Knowledge, I think Balance, maybe. They were all number ones when they first came out for at least a couple weeks.
So Hagar's got the bragging rights.
Hagar definitely,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, Hagar's got the
Yes.
bragging rights, and now he's got the
He's gonna have the star.
star.
He's got restaurants, which again, you asked me earlier when I'm going to LA. I'm going there this Thursday,
Yeah,
the 29th.
to visit the hell.
I will be down
of
there.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, I
It
will
looks
be
like
there.
You're entering the actual mouth of hell right in that photo.
Wow.
Sun blistering hot heat. Trying to hide behind the palm
Gross.
trees. No
Yeah,
water.
it's gonna be awesome.
light.
And make sure you tune in here starting June 29th. Thursday, June 29th through July 2nd. That's a Sunday. I will be bringing you live
And
content
that's
here
coming
on
up in
YouTube,
like 2 days.
on Facebook. Yeah, just in a couple days. I'll be there.
That's in a couple of days.
I'll be there. So anyway, Sammy Hagar has a brand new restaurant down there. I will be there. I will go there. I'll go live from there. I'll be walking around the place showing you guys the memorabilia. There's guitars there. There's all kinds of stuff. That's one of the places I'm going. Okay, the other places will be, you guys can actually tell me in the chat while I'm live. You guys can actually give me ideas. Johnny on a scooter. That's right. Because I'm not driving. I'm flying down there. So I'll be taking scooters.
Oh, wow.
So you guys can tell me where you want me to go. Okay? Go
Well,
here.
Paul's
Go
asking
there.
when you're, Paul's asking when you're going to come to Arizona. Bro, don't come to Arizona.
It's too hot.
It's miserable here.
It's too hot there. I can't. I've been there. I was born there. I left. I went back while I was on tour. And it was so hot and the venue smelled like a toilet. It was awful.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Yeah. It's hot. It's hotter than hell. Living in hell.
It's very hot. It's very hot. No,
But we
I'll-
love it here. Dave,
Yeah.
me and Dave.
I'll be there again at some point. Is
Navallo.
Paul from there?
Navallo.
Is he from there? Is that why he's asking?
I'm not sure. Some guys are saying that they're here in Arizona.
It's 104 there right now. Oh, look at that dog. Yeah.
You know, it'd be a
hot.
great video, Johnny, if you could pull it off.
Pull what off?
And I've already thought about this. This is how you're going to get 10,000, 20,000 new subscribers. You go to the Rainbow Room during the day, and you have your camera with you, of course, and you put together a video of every guitar hanging on the wall, and then you figure out the backstory to every one of those guitars. And then you edit a video together where you're like, hi guys, it's Johnny Beane. I'm at the Rainbow. This first guitar is so-and-so's guitar. It was delivered here, or it was gifted to the owner of the place. And it'd be a big, long, freaking tons of work. But everybody would want to watch, because I walk through there and I look at those guitars. And it's just like, man, I wish I knew the story on when... You know, all these guys donated this stuff to this legendary venue. And this isn't like stuff that ends up at a corporate hard rock casino cafe somewhere. This is a little tiny restaurant right on Sunset where all these dudes hung out and did cocaine every night. And they would give this stuff to the Rainbow. And that would be such a cool video. But it's going to be a lot of work to pull it together, because you need to do the research on when every item was donated, who went up there with a screwdriver and screwed it into the wall. I know there's Wasp. I know there's Guns N' Roses. I know there's Dokken. I know there's Van Halen. I know there's the most legendary. There's Led Zeppelin.
I have a photo of the Van Halen at least, because I was there when we went to go see Steve Rosen.
But we need a video of the entire collection.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I took a photo of that one.
Yeah,
Tamario and the Rainbow Bar and Grill, Eddie Van Halen, 93.
Yeah, Tamario. We need the backstory on that. What tour they were on? Was that when they played down the street? You know, at the Whiskey that time, and millions of people showed up at the Whiskey. And yeah. We need some backstory on those items. I know that there's some Blackie Lawless stuff in there, and
there's a photo of Roth there. When you walk through the hallway, you know, we walk through the hallway. There's all those photos on each side.
Yes,
there's a Roth photo there. I took that.
The world's begging for a real video on when it all happened. I know it's a lot of work. You'd have to look a lot of shit up on Wikipedia, like Ryan says.
Well, okay, I'll do that.
After a year of work, you could probably do it.
I'll do it live.
Okay.
I do stuff Bill O'Reilly style, man. I do it live. Yeah. Yeah. I'll go live there. We'll look through the stuff. But again, you guys have to remind me. Tell me in the chat. Say, hey, go to the Rainbow. Well, I mean, I'll write that down anyway, but Rainbow Bar and Grill Guitar Memorabilia Tour. Thanks to Dane Zimmerman.
Yeah.
All right. I wrote that down. Okay.
And especially if there was somebody that could walk you through it and say, hey, in 1980, whenever this so-and-so gave this to us, and, you know, then we had to kick him out because he was drunk. But, you know, if we had backstories to all of it, that'd be so cool.
I don't know if when I was there, it didn't seem like the people that were working there would have known anything about any of the stuff.
That's the problem. It's going to be a ton of research to figure it out.
The crowd in there looked more 80s than the people working there did.
I know it. Yeah.
Right? But you've been there.
Crowd. Yeah. It's like you don't want to bother any of them. And the lights are down low, so it's hard to get good photos. You'd have to have I bet the Professor of Rock guy could pull it off, but you need to turn the house lights on inside there. And, you know, and use your telescopic camera to get way up in there and then get a bunch of the backstories and stuff like that.
Yeah. Go to the upstairs room at the Rainbow. Somebody on Facebook saying, Facebook user. Yeah. Okay. I'll go there, but you guys have to remind me to go there too. You got to let me know in the chat. Once I'm down there, say, hey, go there, do this. You know, the last time I was there, it was actually pouring rain outside, and rain was leaking into the place. And I did tell them, hey, rain is leaking right here onto this thing here. So I did tell them that. So
the Rainbow Room, it used to be called. Do you know what the original name of that restaurant was before it was the Rainbow? Well, in 1955 or whatever the year it was, that legendary baseball player from the Yankees took Marilyn Monroe there on their very first date. Joe DiMaggio?
Yeah.
The coffee guy?
DiMaggio.
One of the, yeah. That's where he took Marilyn on their very first date, and it worked because they ended up getting married. For a while there, they were married.
How
about that?
Marilyn's been there?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Joe DiMaggio.
Cool. Very good. Yo, Oliver is saying, what is this room all about? Well, technically today it's about Van Halen.
I easily get sidetracked on stuff.
That's okay. We're giving away some Van Halen vinyl in a little bit. So you got to participate in the chat. You just got to say something in the chat. That's all you got to do. Okay. We got one more piece of news here. Then I know you got to lock your door.
Wait, let's talk to Dakota. Read, put up Dakota's message right there.
That one?
Yeah.
That one. Speaking of rain, my PD50 got hit with a microburst during my first gig.
You got rained on.
Iron kettle. Oh, no.
And you let it dry out. You gotta, if your amp gets rained on, turn it off. Let that thing dry for like a week, 2 weeks. Let it just dry out. And there's a good chance that it will work after you plug it back in.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good. Wow.
Paul, I will be here tomorrow if you want to drop in. I still have the spotlight that was in the storage locker.
Mm-hmm. Have you bought any more storage lockers?
No.
Have you noticed Yeah,
I have there's a better chance of me going to the Rainbow and doing a video of all the guitars hanging around. There's a better chance of that happening than me buying another storage locker.
Why don't you come down? I'll be there Thursday through Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday-ish. Come, we can do that together, man.
I have something scheduled for. No, we're opening up for Dangerous Toys at the Whiskey.
Oh, your band is.
So, yeah, the band's gonna be there. I got to be there in August, so I'm just gonna hold off until then.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, well, if I don't do that tour at the Rainbow, you can do that in August.
And then you know what? Now I was kind of bragging about last year. We got to play at the Whiskey, opening for Stephen Pearcy on December 30th, which was the night before New Year's Eve at the Whiskey. This year we've got it booked at the Whiskey on New Year's Eve. We're one of the bands. The headliner is Faster Pussycat, but not only Faster Pussycat, LA Guns is on the bill too. Yeah, Whiskey Dogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a 9 o'clock
man.
slot, and with Faster Pussycat and LA Guns, I'll have a chance to talk to Tracy. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Cool.
Because when you're in the green room with that time slot, you're hanging out in the green room after your show. Faster Pussycat's on stage. LA Guns is up in the green room before their show. So that means you guys are all hanging out up there.
Yeah. I got to talk to Tracy Guns one time really quickly years ago. He was very cool. Very, very cool dude. And then I was going to say, if you have a 9 o'clock slot, technically If your band is 9, that's midnight Eastern. So you can ring in the New Year Eastern time.
There you go.
There we go. So technically, you are playing a midnight slot.
Somewhere, yeah, it'll be
Eastern.
midnight somewhere. Yeah, Eastern time, New York.
It's always midnight somewhere.
All our New York friends, East Coast friends.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. All right. We got one more piece of news here, I think. Yeah, let's do this, and then we got the giveaway.
Johnny Rock. One more thing, Johnny. Go ahead and put Johnny Rock's comments because he's still focused on who did better.
Using the trusty old internet,
the internet
as a source. Mm-hmm. I think Roth era sold 38 million and Sammy around 20 million, not including live and compilations.
So the argument continues.
Let me ask my trusty. Let me see. I can actually ask something right here.
Okay. We're digging deep now.
How would I do that?
Ask.
How do you ask a question on this? Engaging questions? What? Who sold more records? David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? I don't know if this. Oh,
well,
wait, this is me asking questions. Oh, that's not going to work.
By asking it like that, that's going to throw maybe some of those Montrose and all the solo stuff in. But that'll throw solo Dave stuff in there too.
As far as solo, Sammy Hagar, easy. He's released 20 more times the records than Roth has.
Oh man,
Easy. Oh, people are coming in the store.
Hi guys. I am. Yeah, I closed at 6. Okay.
Hey, guitar's working out great. The classical one.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. I probably should go unplug my sign that says open, open, open.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let me go do that.
Okay. All right, you do that. I can actually wait. Okay, let's try this. In terms of record sales, Dave Lee Roth's period with Van Halen resulted in higher overall numbers. Oh, according to this, Roth sold more.
No wonder Roth is mad and he's taking stuff off of Spotify and stuff.
But that's his own record. Why would he take that off? He's on that. That doesn't make sense.
No.
And again, that's something that somebody's saying. We're not saying that's true at all.
Well, it's something to do some investigating and see if we can figure this out. Why is it not on Spotify? Ask your computer, ask your phone the same question. See what it tells you.
Hey Siri. Why is A Different Kind of Truth not on Spotify?
Here's what I found.
Almost all of A Different Kind of Truth just got taken down from Spotify. Almost.
Tattoo's probably still up.
Well, see, Tattoo was released as a single. So that's the thing. If anybody bought that off iTunes, like I did when that first came out, you would have bought Tattoo first, and then you would have bought everything else. I don't know if many people bought Tattoo twice. They might have. Although the song is Tattoo, Tattoo. So technically you own two versions of Tattoo. This is true. I don't know. What we'll do is we'll down below the question of the week. We should have questions of the week. Why do you think A Different Kind of Truth was taken down off iTunes and Spotify? iTunes isn't even a thing anymore. Spotify. Drop a comment below on playback. Okay. But hey, check this out. And then we'll do the giveaway after this. Did you see this? Hopefully this shows up. Wolfgang Van Halen dusts off the Frankenstein and Eddie's original Marshall amp rigged on epic new Mammoth WVH single.
Wow.
Mammoth WVH released last night a song called Take a Bow, which is a new single off the new Mammoth album coming out. And and something that's very cool is Wolfgang used Eddie's actual guitar and amplifier, I guess, for the guitar solo. This is from Guitar World. Actually, it says it's from Best Buy. Is this Guitar World? Oh, yeah, Guitar World.
Washers and dryers starting at $4.99.
Oh, my goodness.
What a deal.
Starting at $499.99.
Yeah.
Washers and dryers. I just hang out my stuff outside.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
No, I don't. Because then it smells like animals.
Dust. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this was released late last night. Take a Bow showcases. Let's actually highlight this. Take a Bow showcases some stunning solo work. 2 hand tapping included. Performed with the setup Eddie Van Halen used on the earliest Van Halen records.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear that.
You can hear it. It's available. And that's not even, is that Eddie's guitar? I don't think that's even Eddie's actual guitar there. That's one of the replicas. Wolfgang Van Halen has shared the latest single from Mammoth WVH's upcoming album, Mammoth 2, titled Take a Bow. Notable for being the longest song he's recorded so far, with some very special gear choices. Namely, Take a Bow.
I wonder if there's like a 6-minute guitar solo in the middle of it and towards the end.
I heard it last night. I don't remember it being 6 minutes. I mean, I was driving. I did drive a little faster when I heard it. Namely, Take a Bow was put together with the help of Eddie Van Halen's legendary Frankenstein electric guitar, as well as one of the original Marshall amp, head, and cab combos. I think it was the original amp, but I think the cabinet, it was just one of the cabinets. So basically what's going on is Wolfgang used the Frankenstein guitar and the actual Marshall head for the guitar solo for the song Take a Bow, but the cabinet he used was just one of the original cabinets. It wasn't the original cabinet that was used, for the first record. Let's see. It's a song that Mammoth WVH fans have been patiently waiting for ever since the band's leader revealed such historic equipment would have a cameo on Mammoth 2 during a conversation with Guitar Interactive earlier this year. And let's keep going. Look at that. That's actually a brand new guitar from Kramer. We talked about this on, we do a Kramer show.
The 84 Hot Dogger.
Fridays. Yeah, that's the Hot Dogger. We were talking about this on, we do a show Kramer Fridays, talking Kramer. Although this Friday I'll be in LA. So I'll probably be at the Rainbow looking at stuff for you guys this Friday. Normally Fridays, join us for talking Kramer guitars.
And anyway, Robbie, by the way, Robbie does a great job. He's very informative. Yeah. He knows his Kramers. So props to you, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie's awesome. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's go back. Anyway, yeah. Our friend Aljon Go was telling us how these are brand new. These are actually exclusive to Sweetwater. The Kramer 84 Hot Dogger guitars.
Not exactly sure what I think about that so far there.
Well, I mean, it's hot dogs.
Mustard yellow.
It's hot dogs, and then you can't see the headstock, but the headstock actually says Kramer, but it's written in ketchup. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's an ad during this website that's now crashing on me. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, it actually says he brought out one of Van Halen's brought out the Van Halen gear. Brought out of the Van Halen gear vault for the track Solo. The Frankenstein is he's using that, which crops up around the halfway mark during the 7-minute song. So the song itself is 7 minutes.
Okay.
So
And
it
he
is
that
a long
guitar
song.
just on the guitar solo.
I believe it was used just on the guitar solo. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. So if you guys have not heard that yet, check it out. Although I would think most of you probably have. Let us know if you go.
Oh,
Let us know
course,
either
you
way.
get the Grey Poupon joke with the Kramer guitar.
Yeah. The 84 hot dog.
Shake. Rico's got the hot dog and a shake DLR song.
Yep.
Dog and a shake.
Hot dogs. All right. Anyway, there you go. There's the latest news there. And before my laptop totally crashes on us, let's try to do this giveaway. Okay, we got 62 entries here. You guys are awesome. Again, smash that thumbs up.
Janice made a milkshake.
We
Janice
got
made a
half
milkshake
the
earlier
likes.
today.
You did? You had a shake earlier? Awesome.
Janice, yeah, she made a milkshake earlier.
Right on. I had a latte. Okay. All right. We're going to try.
So
Hopefully
we have a
this
giveaway
doesn't
here.
crash. We do.
We're gonna
Although
spin.
my
We're
laptop-
gonna spin.
We're going to try to spin here. The laptop is Kramer Hot Dogger. I'm getting text messages now from I don't know who that is. Area code 618 just sent me a message.
Danny Jax
Okay.
is looking like he wants to be in on this.
Right on. Everybody in the chat. Yeah, everybody's pressing the number one. Press
everybody in
number
the
one right
chat,
now. Everybody.
If you have a
Press one.
record player, yeah, press 1. Or if you have a record player, press yes. Or spell out yes.
Press yes. Press yes.
If you actually have a record player, spell yes.
Yeah. If you have one. Or if you don't, press
Nobody's going to
2.
do it. Oh, there's a couple. We got a couple of yeses in there.
Man, what happened? Okay, we still have the giveaway tool. It hasn't crashed yet.
Hot dog and a shake.
Our session is crashing. That's a problem. Okay, here we go. We're getting back in. Liked by Todd. Thank you, Todd, for liking my tweet. We get all the likes. Thank you, guys. Speaking
Who's
of likes,
got a
we're only up to
record
40 thumbs ups on this video. Only 40. We got 61 currently watching now. So can we get at least 20 more? Wait. Can we get 20? That's a 2. Can we get 20 more thumbs ups? Log into your trolling accounts. I know you guys have them. Troll me with those accounts. Subscribe to the channel with those accounts. Get us to the 10,200 mark. We're at the 100 mark currently. Get us to 10,200. This month, you got 2 more days. You got 2 more days to get us to 10,200. I think we can do it. What do you think? You went viral. I mean, you can tell us.
Weirdest thing happened, man. Weirdest thing happened.
The weirdest thing happened?
Oh, there's the
Oh,
draw
there.
button.
There's the drawing. What's the...
I
Is
got
it cool?
super lucky on a video, and I got probably 8,000 new subscribers in the last 28 days or something.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Dude.
Not sure what to do now. I make my old
Wow.
restring video. Hey, today, guys, I'm going to restring this Mexican telly, and, you know,
Uh-huh. They're not too
Not
happy
sure.
about that,
I'm
are
not,
they?
honestly not sure how to entertain. I'm not sure how to entertain all those new
You're
subscribers.
entertaining on here, man. This is awesome. Bring some of those 8,000 people over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I give me a shout out? I'll shout you out.
I'll do that.
What is it called? Shout out for shout out.
There you go.
Oh, there's my chicken. Okay, I wasn't joking. I've got a chicken that's not feeling well. I wasn't.
Let's see your
kidding.
chicken. Grab her.
I wasn't
take a
kidding.
look here.
There she is.
Because I kind of know. It looks like a guinea pig.
She's in that box right there. She's standing up at least. She's not feeling well. I'm not joking.
Oh, how
I
old
have a
is
chicken
she?
that's not. I got her when she was like this big.
A chick.
How old is she? She's 7. She's 7.
Okay.
She's 7.
Well, how old are they supposed to live? What's the lifespan of a chicken?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Hey Siri, what's the lifespan of a chicken?
Well, I don't want to know that.
Yeah, because you're
I
gonna
don't
find
know.
out it's like 4. 3.5
Actually,
years.
I've had a lot of chickens pass away over the years.
To make good
So-
nuggets, it's like 6 months old or something.
Huh? I should dual stream with the Zims. Okay. We should dual. Well, hey, dude, what about let's set it up when I go to the Rainbow, you're on with me. Let's do that.
Okay.
That
Okay.
sounds good. Right, Janice? Janice the intern will set that up.
Or
Okay.
let's buy a storage locker in LA. Now I'm really brainstorming. We'll drive out to LA, we'll buy a storage locker, we'll do a video of us opening it up. And then we'll have to do about 10 loads of trash to the trash dump. And then we'll have to do about 5 loads of stuff that you donate to the Goodwills. And then we'll edit it all together and pay my
So that's
son
what
like
you just-
$100 to edit it.
That's
And,
what you did, huh?
Yeah, that's what I did.
The
But
one that
no,
you
I
had-
knew the guy that. I knew the guy that passed away that owned the locker. I knew him.
Okay.
He was a friend. He was a customer. And he used to brag about his lockers. Oh man, I got all kinds of stuff in my storage lockers. And I'd be like, well, let's go, man. I'll buy stuff from you. What do you got? Let's go. And he's like, oh, maybe someday we'll go look through it. There's one in Mesa. There's one over in Phoenix. But that he passed away. So that day never came. His sister called me and said, hey, you want to buy those locker? And I said, yeah, I'll buy it. I peeked my head in there and saw a little Acoustasonic amp up at the top, and I saw a box full of records, and I squeezed down in there and I saw a little Mesa Boogie speaker cabinet, and I wrote her a check, and then I went back down to my truck and grabbed my camera and went back up on the second floor of this climate controlled storage locker, a big giant thing, opened it up and started the camera, and boom, there it was. 430,000 views.
Man.
You know, I'll never be able to follow that up. I'm going to be a one-hit video wonder as long as I live.
Well,
yeah, at least we got
never
one.
know.
I got one. Yeah, you never know. But
you never know with this stuff, man. Trust me.
it's true, huh? I had no idea that would do that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, dude, congratulations. I mean,
And guys are like, dude, just go get a locker and take all your old gear and shove it in there and then do another video. No, I'm not going to do that. Because trust me, I have a lot of stuff I could put in a locker. But no, I'm not going to do it.
We could explore your closets in the back rooms there. You could be like, oh, we haven't been back here in 10 years. Let's open up the door to see what's in here.
Yeah, I know.
There's another 400,000 views. I should do that. I should actually. You guys have never seen behind that door. Who knows what's in there?
You do, that's true. We don't know what's in there. I
What's
thought
in
that
there?
was the front door to your house.
Well, yeah, it is, but
You
they don't
you
know
have your
that.
dog leash. Oh, okay. Well, you
Yeah.
have your dog leash hanging right there still.
Yeah. Yeah. My dog, he gave me hundreds of thousands of views on my channel. My
Right.
biggest videos are from my dog. 200,000 views here, 100,000 there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still get watched to this day.
And some of these guys are saying chicken videos would probably get more views than what we're currently
I should
getting.
have a live chicken cam on her. Oh, she's sleeping. You guys ever seen a chicken sleep? Look.
Are you sure it's asleep? It might.
Yeah.
It might be. She might have just passed.
Look. No, her
Might be
head
dead.
is tucked behind her into there. That's how they sleep. And she's standing up.
Oh wow.
That's how chickens sleep.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen ducks sleep like that too. They'll lay out on the water and they
Yeah.
tuck their head back around like that and get into a little pile.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Yeah. How's
Smash
Ned
that
get
thumbs
along
up
with
for the sleeping chicken, please.
How's Ned get along with the chickens? Is Ned fine with having a chicken running around? Or
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes Ned
Yeah.
gets hungry though.
He's cool.
Does Ned know that he
No,
could
chicken's
eat
too
that
big.
thing? Oh.
Chicken's bigger than Ned is. Ned's smaller. Ned's small.
Sorry, Rob. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. All right. We have 53 likes.
He's like, dang, man, back off. Johnny loves his chickens, man. Back
Yeah.
off, bro.
No, that's a pet. I'm not gonna have
Yeah.
that for dinner. There's no way. Mm-mm. I'll be eating a different chicken. I got it at Whole Foods. All right. We ready for the giveaway?
What's your favorite restaurant that you always go to? Oh, In-N-Out Burger. Do they have the chicken sandwiches at In-N-Out?
No.
Oh,
No, it's
they
only
don't?
it's only beef.
Just
There's no
burger.
chicken there.
Oh, wow.
I was there
we
last
have
night.
An In-N-Out Burger. I have an In-N-Out Burger just 2 miles up the street here at Fiesta Mall. And every time I drive by there, I've never tried it because every time I drive by, there's like 20 cars in line. And I'm like, for a hamburger, I have to sit there for however long it is. I don't know. I've honestly, I've never tried
Well,
it.
I mean, you can go inside.
Oh, okay.
I stop by there every Monday. I was
You're
there
there a
yesterday.
lot. Oh, wow.
Look, there's me right there. Look, it says we're live because we're live on Facebook as well. Yeah, I was at In-N-Out last night.
Nice. I probably should go over there.
There we are. See, I was eating dinner last night at In-N-Out. It was delicious. Yeah, it says we're live right now.
Santa
Anybody watching us?
Cruz.
Who's watching us right now? I don't know. Facebook's kind of weird. Although when I'm streaming from LA, I have a feeling we'll get much better viewers. Dual streaming, let me just say, because I dual streamed yesterday from Guitar Center, and I had mega viewers. It's true.
Right on.
All right. You guys ready? No more
Bryce
eating videos?
is tired of your eating videos.
No, I swore I would never eat on a video regularly. If you want to see me eat, like a channel member video, maybe I'll eat something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat on another video because I watched a guy on Facebook.
Okay,
I
hashtag
saw a
spin,
guy
everybody.
chewing gum, and it was awful. I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I was the only guy in there, too. Nobody was watching that guy. All right, we got 68 entries. We now have more entries than we do viewers.
Wow.
So, anyway, jump 45.
We better get on with it.
We'll do this. The winner. Giveaway winners. Let's open this up. Spin. We're spinning. The winner of the album is...
Well, it's not really an album.
Or the single.
It's a record.
Oh, sorry. Luckily, she's sleeping through this. The winner is Dave Lovallo.
He's won it.
What?
Oh, and look at his little dog he has there in his avatar. I love little dogs like that.
Dave Lavallo. There you
There he
are.
is.
Oh, Lavallo, Dave. There you are. Dave, Lovallo, Jump 45 vinyl. All right, I gotcha. You're here, man. So you got to text this phone number down here, 415-952-3263. And you got 3 seconds. Hurry. Just kidding. Text that number. The sooner the better, because my text messages get totally filled up because I obviously show my number on the internet. So I get text messages nonstop. Text me that you're Dave Lavallo and that you won. Text me where to send it. Okay, me. All right. He's a guy from Arizona. Is 480 Arizona area code?
It is, man. The 480 representing.
480 representing. Won. I won. He's texting me. Okay, text me where to send that. Text me where. He's saying yes. 480 in the house. Whoops. Text me where to send.
East side.
And you will get that in the mail at some point. Okay. I'll send it out tomorrow. If you text me the where to send, I'll.
Oh, he's at Guadalupe.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
That's 2 miles from my store.
Okay, I now have your info sent. Okay, wait. You just sent it to me. Wait. There it is. Got it. All right. I will send that out first thing tomorrow. There we go. Congratulations, Dave Lavallo.
Yep.
Holly says,
All right.
later, Johnny. See you in
Johnny,
LA.
thank you so much for having me in tonight.
Dude, thank you.
And you know, I always drop in on your Friday night Kramer show. I love listening to you guys talk about Kramers because between you and Robbie, I learn a lot about these things. And so when these weird Kramers come into my store, I kind of know what I'm looking at.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Look at that.
Stuff. And you guys can give me some advice on some of these
On the
guitars that
Kramers.
I get. I got a really cool old Charvel the other day. I think it's a 83 Model 1 in black. But yeah.
No way.
Thank you, man.
Dude, you're welcome. You're welcome. And just a show note, this Friday, there will be no Talking Kramer because I'll be in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I'll be talking Kramers from LA somewhere.
I'll find you.
I don't know. Yeah. Seriously, let me know about a possible hanging out with me at the Rainbow virtually.
Shoot me a link.
We'll figure that out, probably.
Okay. See you
All right.
guys. Thank you
Dane,
guys.
thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Dane Zimmerman. Dane Zimmerman. Zim's Guitars. All right, the chicken is sleeping. The chicken is asleep. There she is. Smash that thumbs up for the sleeping chicken. All right. Congratulations. I'll send this out as soon as I can. Don't forget Los Angeles this Thursday through Sunday. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll be live on YouTube and Facebook, multi-streaming. And it'll be awesome. And tell me where you want me to go. A couple other quick things. There's a brand new Eddie Van Halen Funko Pop coming out, exclusive to the Pop website, I believe. 1978 version. So tune in for those. And hey, look to win one on the channel here at some point. We're at 10,100. Get us to 10,200. We can do it. We can do that. Thank you, channel members, for your continued support for this channel and these shows. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. And let's see. Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe. I'm not sure. watch another video on the channel here. Remember, drop comments below. I think we had said, why do you think A Different Kind of Truth was pulled from streaming services? Drop a comment below, or drop any comment below, whatever you want. I will pin the best comment. And, all right. We're out of here. Johnny Beane TV. I'll see you guys later. Watch another video. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, this is Jennifer Batten, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hey, this is Stu Hammond. You're watching Johnny Beane TV. Thank you.
Hey, it's Greg Bistinek. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hey folks, Niels Lozauer here. Check out my good friend Johnny Beane TV.
Awesome, thank you so much.
But let me do one more. Where is it?
We're good Facebook friends.
Okay, wait, where is it though? The Johnny Beane TV.
It's YouTube, Facebook,
okay,
Twitter. It's everywhere.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay. It's everywhere.
Hey folks, Niels Lozauer here. Check out Johnny Beane TV on Facebook and YouTube. You'll enjoy it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, this is Cody Van Halen, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo!